Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Poppy banned from Kelly and Hayes, Liam predicts unborn stepmom. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Thursday, January 25th, reveals that Liam Spencer joked with Bill Spencer about Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, maybe being his unborn stepmom, but Bill claimed he was rushing to the balcony. That said, Bill wanted Liam to meet Poppy and was eager to get to know Luna Nozawa more, too. Liam teased Bill about being in his own rom-com and felt it was no accident that Bill had reconnected with Poppy. Once Bill talked about Luna blowing everyone down at Forrester Creations, he mentioned the fact that Luna's pater was no way in the picture. Liam was surprised to learn that Luna didn't indeed know who her father was. In the Forrester Creations CEO office, RJ Forrester marveled over Poppy and Bill flashing back each other after all this time. RJ had trouble recalling people he met 2 weeks ago, let alone 2 decades ago. After RJ refocused out how dark and loud the music jubilee would have been, he also suggested that Poppy and Bill might have been inebriated. That made it indeed more emotional that Bill and Poppy still flashed back each other now. Since RJ kept asking questions about Poppy's time with Bill, Luna eventually wondered what she was getting at. RJ suggested perhaps further than dancing was going on that night, so she realized RJ aloud that they hooked up. The internal image of that was tough for Luna to shake on Thursday's B&B occasion. Luna asked why RJ was bringing all this up now, so he addressed the fact that Luna didn't know who her father was. Poppy only told Luna that she was made from love, so RJ did the calculation and put all the suggestions together before suggesting Bill could be her biopater. Luna was shocked as RJ posed the question and prompted her to consider the possibility that it was true. Once Bill was alone, he looked through Poppy's social media prints and concentrated on one of Luna. In the Forrester Creations design office, Lee Finnegan kept raving about Poppy's immoral jest and acted like Bill was way out of her league. Lee advised that nothing good would ever come out of Poppy's relationship with Bill, so she made it clear that he was out limits. Poppy wished Lee would be less hypercritical, but Lee wished Poppy would give her lower to be hypercritical about. Lee allowed. It was exhausting being Poppy's family, but Poppy suggested Lee had always been too hard on her. Lee wondered if Poppy had to show up Luna by going after a richer man than RJ, but Poppy pushed Lee's buttons by suggesting they could be step-grandmothers to Kelly Spencer together. Still, Lee made it clear that Poppy wasn't going anywhere near Kelly or Hayes Forrester Finnegan. In fact, Lee demanded that Poppy cut ties with Bill since she saw no reason for her to ever speak to him again. At a cafe latterly, Poppy took a call from Bill and lumbered to him about hypercritically criminating her of being a gold digger. Bill left since he was the one pursuing Poppy, not the other way around. After Bill talked about forces bringing them back together, he hoped Poppy wouldn't let Lee's rudeness get in the way. Bill wanted to get to know both Poppy and Luna more, plus, he wanted Poppy to meet Liam. Poppy agreed that perhaps they were brought back together for a reason, but she sounded reflective after her call with Bill wrapped up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Poppy may have to deliver some huge news to Bill ultimately, so stay tuned for updates on the maternity saga. Is Poppy Nozawa dying? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease Bill Spencer is falling head over heels in love with Poppy Nozawa. But, will their love be short-lived and have a woeful ending? Keep reading for further B&B spoilers and what's coming up next on the CBS Cleaner. Poppy Nozawa seems to be a woman of numerous secrets. Lee Finnegan's sisters came into Los Angeles in a huff and has been piquing observers' interest ever ago. We all have so numerous questions. What's Poppy Nozawa popping capsules for? The Bold and the Beautiful suckers have been so hung up with Poppy and Bill's history and trying to figure out if he's Luna Nozawa's father, that everyone sounded to forget about all of the mysterious capsules Poppy has been popping when she thinks no bone is looking. At first regard, it seems like Lee Finnegan's family might have enough serious medicine problem. But, away from taking the capsules, all of the other egregious signs aren't there. Poppy doesn't appear erratic, frazzled, loopy, anxious, etc. And, if Poppy had a history of medicine abuse, Lee would have thrown it in her face by now. Perhaps Poppy's capsules are actually specified by a croaker. And she's hiding a serious medical condition from everyone. Poppy Nozawa's ulterior motives. According to B&B spoilers, Poppy and Bill's love will continue to toast up. But, does she have ulterior motives? If Poppy is sick and dying, she wants to make sure her son Luna will be taken care of. Cozying up to Bill could be just Poppy's way of smoothing effects over before she drops the baby lemon on him. Do you suppose Poppy has a medicine problem, or is she actually veritably sick? Do you suppose Bill Spencer is Luna's pater? 5 reasons Lee's attacks on Poppy are driving us crazy, and make no sense at all. The bold and beautiful audience is fired up about Lee's feud with Poppy, particularly since the eldest family's attacks on her youngish stock and her bastard feel over the top. Maybe there's further to this story than we know, but at this point there's a lot that's just not adding up. See if you agree with the 5 issues below that are boggling our minds. Luna told R.J. that she didn't have important growing up, but her mama loved her and they had awful times together. However, so Lee must know further than we do, but how? She apparently disowned her family after the sanitarium drama. If Poppy's a periodical gold digger, why weren't they constantly living the high life? Falling for a croaker. Back in the day doesn't warrant the blameworthiness. Also, if Bill turns out to be Luna's father, as numerous suspect, Poppy keeping quiet all these times and not going after him for millions in child support would further falsify Lee's proposition that she's all about the plutocrat. The calculi not mathing, Lee's station toward Luna isn't winning her any suckers. Indeed, if her issues with Poppy turn out to be legal, it doesn't explain why she'd extend her enmity toward her bastard, who had no say-so in her mama's choices. We suppose it could be that she knows wherever Luna goes, Poppy is sure to follow, and that's exactly what happened, but her treatment of Luna still seems incontrovertibly cold and mean. Initially, we were meant to believe that Lee's entire issue with Poppy extended from her family falling for a wedded croaker and risking Lee's hard-won position at the sanitarium where they worked. But if that's truly all that happened, and it passed so numerous times agone, why can't she get past it? They did allude at Lee being jealous that Poppy was suitable to have a child. She could not, but coming out with that painful disclosure should have helped clear the air. Rather, Lee is now hurling ever further vile allegations against her family that simply don't line up with the stuff we formerly know. It's so extreme, we find it hard to believe that Lee would be paying Steffi regular visits at her place of work, so it makes no sense that she's constantly showing up at Forrester Creations to have these run-sways with Luna and or Poppy. By this point, would NTR.J have had a discussion with Steffi about her mama-in-law's capers? While we don't have a ton of faith in Charlie's capability to handle the likes of Lee, he does take his job veritably seriously. Someone call security, Lee's not old enough to be acting like such a wowzer. Over the idea that Poppy hooked up with Bill at a music jubilee when she was youthful. It's really not as shocking or snide as Lee is making it out to be. Is this further covetousness? Either way, suckers were taken suddenly by Lee's scandalized response to the news of Poppy and Bill's magical night. Lee's attacks are driving us crazy because they don't make a lot of sense given the information we have, but that doesn't mean we're not enjoying the drama. We couldn't agree with this tweet more.